welcome to the Mid-Tempo Jam for the evening. Tuesday night here. We'll go back to Mondays next week, I believe. I'll check the calendar and I'll announce that later this week. I think it ought to work out to go back to our normal day, if everyone is going to be into that after New Year's Day, of course. So we'll call that at the end of the week. Anyhow, it's Tuesday night. Hope you all had a great holiday weekend. A couple days after Christmas here. And here we go. If you're coming back from the slow tempo jam, welcome back. If you're just coming in hot with us on the mid-tempo, welcome. We're going to start with the Roll On Buddy, which is usually a pretty fast kind of bluegrass number, but we're going to do more of a mid-tempo version tonight. In the key of G. It goes like this. 1 and 1 and a 1. 4, 4 and a 1. 4 and a 4 and 1 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. And that's it. So I'll find a click track here and demonstrate how I might kick it off. And those of you who were with us on the slow jam are already used to the haircut. Those of you who aren't used to it, hey, there you go. Had to happen. Had to shed that weight and start over. Okay. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Good, easy tempo for this number. And I would kick it off like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. So why don't you go ahead and kick us off on Roll On, Buddy, Roll On in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to that East K Road. I'm going to that East K Road. I'm going to the east, I'm going to the west. I'm going to the one that I love best. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. I got it. I'm going back to Tennessee. I'm going down to Tennessee. In sunny Tennessee, that's where I long to be. Yes, my home is down in Tennessee. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. Play it. I've got a good woman just the same. I've got a good woman just the same. Fun, fun, fun. Doesn't get much better or simpler than that number. Okay, so I'm going to just have a quick look and make sure this is all working. I did a dangerous thing by just getting going without checking the live streams. So hopefully nobody is screaming at me on Messenger. Okay, we're up and live on Facebook. So hopefully nobody is screaming at me. I will get that up and mute it. Okay. And then Facebook land. Sorry, that's Facebook land. How about YouTube land? And we are live on YouTube. Okay. Wonderful. So I will check in with everybody here in a moment. Let's move on and play I Wonder How the Old Folks Are at Home. I wonder how the old folks are at home. I wonder if they miss me when I roam. That's a good tempo. In the key of G. And a 1 and a 4 and a 1. Actually, I'm going to back this down just a wee bit. This is a relaxed number. Definitely a mid-tempo song. Here's how it goes in G. And a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 4. 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1. 2 dominant to the 5. And a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 4. 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 6. That's an E7. 2 and a 5 and a 1. So that last little string of chords is a E major or an E7, which is the 5 of the 2. Then we got an A7, which is the 5 of the 5. Then we got the 5, which is a D or a D7. So that kind of goes 4 and a 4 and a 1 to the E and an A and a D and a G. So that's what we call going around the horn. You're going like a 1, 6, 2, 5 and making each one of them a major triad with a little flatted 7th on it. So that's why they call it the 5 of the 5 of the 5, 5 of the 2, 5 of the 5, etc. You'll hear me refer to them as the 6 dominant, the 2 dominant, the 5, which is always dominant, and the 1. So I say that just to differentiate them from their respective minor chords, which would be where those would fall diatonically. Okay, so I would kick this off this way. 1, 2, 3. So it's a long form. Typically, again, you'd probably split the breaks, you know, if you were playing this with the band, and you might kick it off on like a shorter version of the kickoff, but we're here to play and jam, so let's just play the entire form each time on a verse, the entire verse form through the kickoff and the breaks. Okay, so go ahead and kick us off all the way through one time on I Wonder How the Old Folks Are at Home in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I wonder if they miss me when I roam. I wonder if they pray for the boy who went astray and left his dear old parents all alone. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. You can almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Oh, I wonder how the old folks are at home. I got it. Just a village and a homestead on a farm, and a mother's love to keep you from all harm. A mother's love so true, and a sweetheart that loves you. Just a village and a homestead on the farm. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. You can almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Oh, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Play it. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. You can almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Oh, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Yes, I wonder how the old folks are at home. I don't know about you, but when I sing that song, I try to do my best Mac Wiseman impersonation, which is not that great. He had just such a proper sounding voice. I don't know. It's hard to describe. He sounded like he was some kind of royalty, you know, really enunciating the words, and his phrasing was quite regal. He's one of this kind of in a league of his own as far as bluegrass singers, and you know, classic country singers for that matter. Auld Lang Syne. Okay, we're coming up on New Year's here. This is the last. Hey, this is the last Play Along Jam of 2022. How about that? We've been doing this this is our third year of doing these, you know, since the pandemic. So how about that? Definitely appreciate you all hanging out with me on a Tuesday night, and I know that you all enjoy playing along, and we're here for each other, right? So Auld Lang Syne, Auld Lang Syne. I knew Bill Keith, and he would say old. It's not old. It's old. Auld Lang Syne. And it goes. We know how Auld Lang Syne goes. So let's just play it. The thing to remember here is one little twist between the A part and the B part. So anyway, let me just sing it and run you through the chords real quick. And 1 and 1 and 5 and 5 and a 1 and a 4 and 1 and 1 and do a quick little 4-chord going into the B part. Acquaintance me so days of auld lang syne, my dear, and the days of auld lang syne will take a cup of kindness yet for 6 minor 4 and so that little for some reason, I don't know if it's proper to do that or not, but I do that going into the B part. And the changes are the same on the B part, but the melody is ever so slightly different. And that's for sure not my singing key, but it's I wanted to capo up to get a little more snap on it for this nice instrumental version. So I'm going to kick it off. And why don't we just play it... Let's play it 3 times through. This is the mid-tempo jam. We usually do 3 times through on this kind of tune. You can treat it like a fiddle tune. You can treat it like, you know, just a nice way to figure out that melody. You can sing it if you want when it's time for your break. Anything you like. But I'm going to kick us off on Auld Lang Syne, and we'll play it 3 times through all the way. Here we go. Cool. Fun to kind of shake the dust off of that one a little bit. Last year I did a cool solo version of that and posted it, and hadn't really played it much since. This isn't a tune that you typically play throughout the year. This is kind of a seasonally appropriate song, but it's just a lovely song and very fun to play. Okay, Angel Band. I believe Jim Hanaway suggested this one. Let me check in on everyone. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for making it back for the mid-tempo jam. In Bakersfield, hello, Jensa here on YouTube. I know these are handles. They're not real names necessarily. But hello, Jensa. Hello, Travis. Cool. Yeah, Mac did sound quite proper. Hi, Barry Schaub, playing from PA. Thanks you all for being there on the YouTube channel. Here in Facebook land, we got Mickey Kaplan playing along. We got Brian McCleary from Kansas City. Hi, Brian. Hi, Deb Pavick, playing along in sunny Palm Desert. You might be getting those clouds like we are. Hello, Eva from Arcata. And Brent from Lake Waccamaw. Waccamaw. Hi, Richard. Thanks for picking along. Hello, Tyler Van Valkenburg. The coolest name so far tonight. Hello, Julie Rue. Happy New Year's. Cool. Hey, everybody. Well, thanks for playing along. And next we have Angel Band. And this is a waltz, of course, in 3/4 time in A. 1 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 5 and 1. 1 and 1 and 4 and 1. 1 and 5 and 1. 5, 5, 1 and 1. 5, 5, 1 and 1. 4, 4 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 5. 1 and 4, 4 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 5 and 1. Okay, so definitely on the original of this, they just do a little 1-5-1 turnaround. But it's the play along jam, right? So we're going to play it all the way through the form. And I'll find a good tempo for this 3/4 time signature. Oh, Angel Band. It's about right. So here's how I might kick it off using the entire verse, the entire form of the verse. 1, 2, 3. That was kind of weak, but let me try it again. 1, 2, 3. That was a little better. Okay. Either way, however you're feeling it, kick us off here on Angel Band in the key of A. 1, 2, 3, 4. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph has begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear my longing heart to him that bled and died for me, whose blood now cleanses all from sin and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Play it. To the chorus. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. You really have to sort of plan your breaths on that one, huh? Oh, Ralph Stanley, such a great singer. And of course, Carter Stanley, such a great singer. Stanley Brothers. You just can't get any better than that. Okay, next we have Gonna Sleep with One Eye Open in the key of D. So I'm gonna go to open D for this. I'm gonna check tuning right quick and tell you, if you weren't here on the slow jam, we kind of made a plan to work on President Garfield's hornpipe, also known as blue water hornpipe, for this mid-tempo section next week. And it'll be a fun opportunity for those of you who want to work on some twin parts, some harmony parts, because I've got an album that I did with Robin Kessinger called Kanawha County Flat Pickin', where we play that in a duet style. There's also a video of us performing this on my YouTube channel, and I believe we call it Blue Water Hornpipe, because that's what his uncle Clark Kessinger called it. So anyway, check that out, and what we'll do here on the mid-tempo jam next week is we'll include that number. It's a B-flat fiddle tune, and I'll play the lead part one time, and I'll play the harmony part one time in the breaks. So either version you work up. If you work up the lead part, great. If you work up the twin part, great. You'll have an opportunity to harmonize with me. So that's just a little PSA for next week. And here's Sleep with One Eye Open in the key of D. It goes, and a 1, and a 1, and 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1, and a 1, and 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 5. From now on to the 4 chord. From now on, all night long, you won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. So I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Okay, so make sure you do those responses. And where is my metronome? Let's get back to a proper tempo for this one. It's definitely going to be, this is like a bouncy kind of slower tempo. Da, 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 da. That's about right. Let's see. So there aren't like the holds. We do a couple of holds like while I'm singing it, but on the instrumental parts we just play right through without doing that extra beat or extra 2 beats, okay? So my kickoff will go 1, 2, 3. You get the idea. I bet you'll do it even better. Here you go. Kick us off on Sleep with One Eye Open in the key of D. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I just found out today that little game you play. I've been asleep in my whole life away. You've been stubborn, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. From now on, all night long. You won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stubborn, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. I got it. There's a honky-tonk down the road, just a mile or so. And I understand that's where you spend your time. Well, I got news for you, your little game is through. From now on, baby, you're gonna toe the line. From now on, all night long, you won't have the chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stubborn, so they say, between midnight and day. So I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Play it. spend my time alone. Well, you'll find out today that it don't work that way. You've started a little game that you can play. From now on, all night long, you won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Okay, we did it. Sleep with one eye open. Okay, how we doing? We still out there? Hi, David Holcamp from New Mexico. Brent Jernigan. Ha 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 ha, got it right. Hey, I know the feeling. I mean, you're watching me going through this every night here on my own. But yes, when you get it right, it feels really good. I know that feeling. Thanks for sharing that, Brent. Hi, Doug Yeomans. You're snowed in tonight with no gig. Darn it. You're not out there ripping up that Telecaster, Mr. Teleman in Buffalo. Hi, Nina in New Mexico. Hi, Julie. Julie Rue. And hello, Brent Jernigan. Cool. And hello, Scott Ferry. I'm sorry, I'm so nearsighted. I have to lean into this thing now. Scott Ferry in Fort Worth. Jumping in with us on YouTube. Okay. Thank you all so much. I can't stand wearing my glasses, so I have to I'm leaning over to read this silly thing. Okay, next we got Chinkapin Hunting, which is a kind of a cool fiddle tune in D. And let's find a tempo, and then we'll get after it. So this is, I'll back that down just a skosh. In D. 1 and a 1 and a 5 and 5, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. 5 and 5, 5 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 5 and 5, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4 and a 4 and a 4 and a 4, 4 and a 4 and a 5, 4 and a 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 5, 4 and a 4 and a 4 and a 4, 4, 4, 5. That's it. I know there's a couple different tunes with the same name, but this is this one. I believe it might have been Daryl Anger who turned a lot of us on to this tune. I'm not exactly sure of the source. Maybe somebody out there watching knows a little more than I do. But this is the one that the jammers like to play. The other one's a little bit more note specific and has a cool kind of crooked old-timey feel in A. But anyway, this is the Chinkapin Hunting in D, and I'm going to kick us off. And let's play it 3 times all the way through. Me, you, me, you, with no tag. Here we go. most long 4 chords. I just can't resist stretching out a little bit and getting into some fun up the neck stuff. Okay, Chinkapin Hunting. Next, we gotta have a few more songs here. Hey, last day on the job. Why not? You know, this is an original song. I don't always bust out the original songs at the jam session, but I figured some of you all might be interested in learning this one and playing it. So I'll do a slightly slower version than my version. I'll just kind of, I mean, we're going a little quicker than we have so far, but this song can't really go too slow. So I'm backing it down a little bit from the tempo marking I usually play this at, which is 117. And it's in the key of C, and it goes like this. And a 1 and 4, 1, 5. I'm going to back it down a little bit more because I know this is new for many of you. Okay, here we go. It goes 1 and a 4, 1, 5. 4 and a 1. 1 and a 4, 1, 5. And a 4 and a 4 and a 5 and a 5. 6 minor 4 and a 1 and a 5. 6 minor 4 and a 5. 6 minor 4 and a 1 and a 5. 6 minor 4 and 1 and 5 and 1. So that's the entire form, as if I was singing it. The trouble is, the only twist is, I should say, that when we're picking it, that 5 chord at the end of the verse form holds for 1 whole measure longer. So when I'm picking it, I'll go 1 and a 4, 1, 5, and a 4 and a 4 and a 5 and a 5. Okay, so on the instrumentals, that 5 chord lasts 1 measure longer than it does when we're singing it. When we're singing that verse, we go straight into the chorus without holding that chord. Okay, and I have a real specific kickoff since I recorded this song, and it goes like this: 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I would be so impressed if any of you actually had a thing worked up on this, and it'd be really cool if you did. But I'm assuming you're just winging it, so have fun and kick us off here, however you feel comfortable, on last day on the job in the key of C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Been a long time since I felt this way. New horizons, better place. Been counting down the years up to this day. Now the sun is rising and I'm finding my way out of this race. Paid my debts, I punched that clock. Very well, it's been a long time coming. Cleaned my desk, turned in my log. I want to cash that check, it's the last day on the job. I got it. I've got some clothes and all my gear packed up. old dog's waiting out in the truck. Got no badge and I don't care no more. The only clearance that I need is under my 4x4. Paid my debts, I punched that clock. Very well, it's been a long time coming. Cleaned my desk, turned in my log. I want to cash that check, it's the last day on the job. Play it. I'll take another one. Play it again. Last verse. I might have helped some folks along my way. Took my orders, drew my pay, provided for my home and family. Now I'm flying down the highway and I'm finally breaking free. Paid my debts, I punched that clock. Very well, it's been a long time coming. Cleaned my desk, turned in my log. I wanna cash that check, it's the last day. I'm gonna cash that check, it's the last day, yeah. I'm gonna cash that check, it's the last day on the job. Thanks for indulging me that. I'm so used to performing that song and like having rehearsed it or whatnot. I was not informing you of the double tag, so forgive me there. Hope you were following that. And yeah, if you don't know that song, check it out from my Earth and Wood album. And it's just a song I wrote for all the hardworking folks and those who are retired and those who dream of someday retiring. I don't think I'll ever retire from playing guitar or working on music. It's what I love. And I will do this as long as I'm able. Hopefully, someday I can retire from other things we have to do to make a living. Like digging into that dang computer all the time like I do. But hey, I enjoy being in touch with y'all. And I'm just so lucky to be doing this. Playing guitar and being able to focus on guitar and the outdoor stuff that I've been into the last couple of years. Okay, moving on. 100 years from now. In the key of F. And this is a song that Lester Flatt recorded. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to dig up a Flatt and Scruggs recording of this. I found a Lester Flatt version from the mid-70s. But anyhow, many of you also learned this from the Bluegrass album band. And it's just an easy kind of 1-5, 1-4 basically. It's in F and it goes, and a 1 and a 1 and a 5, 5 and a 5 and a 1, and a 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 4, 5 and a 5 and a 1. Those are the last melody note. I won't care 100 years from now. Something like that. Anyhow, kick us off on 100 years from now, I won't be crying, in the key of F. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 100 years from now, I won't be crying. 100 years from now, I won't be blue. And my heart will have forgotten that you broke every vow. I won't care 100 years from now. I got it. Do you recall, sweetheart, the night you promised another's kiss you never would allow? But that's all in the past, dear, it didn't seem to last. I won't care 100 years from now. Oh, 100 years from now, I won't be crying. 100 years from now, I won't be blue. And my heart will have forgotten that you broke every vow. I won't care 100 years from now. Play. Oh, it seems like only yesterday you told me couldn't live without my love somehow. But now you have forgotten and it breaks my heart somehow. I won't care 100 years from now. Lord, 100 years from now I won't be crying. 100 years from now I won't be blue. And my heart will have forgotten that you broke every vow. I won't care 100 years from now. Neither do you. Oh, it seems like only yesterday you told me you couldn't live without my love somehow. Now that you're with another, it breaks my heart somehow. I won't care 100 years from now. Lord, 100 years from now I won't be crying. Years from now I won't be blue. And my heart will have forgotten that you broke every vow. I won't care 100 years from now. All right. Simple verses, but it's been a while, so thanks for letting me correct that verse there by singing it again with the proper words. Now, Lester was not afraid of rhyming a word with the same word, and when you hear it performed, it just rolls right by that he did that. It's hard to, you know, I can't. It's really hard for me to do that when I'm writing a song, but I might try it someday. It works on a lot of these songs. I Wonder Where You Are Tonight. On this song, you know, there's lots of songs that rhyme a word with its verbatim word, and these guys made that work. Okay, from 100 years from now to 30 years of farming. This will close out the mid-tempo jam, and then we'll come back at 1/4 the hour, which will give everyone a little bit of time for a break, and maybe a little bit of warming up on fast tempos to come on back for the fast jam. It will just be excellent practice for you, no matter what level you are, to do your best to keep up. And as I always tell people, it's a great exercise in just adjusting what you're playing to be able to play something along at those fast tempos. You don't have to be going dugga 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 the whole time. You can find a way to simplify your playing, because you're going to find yourself in those jams. That's the way bluegrass goes. There's songs that are just faster than others, and you got to be able to do something and not drag the tempo down. So this will be a great opportunity for all of you. And I know I'm sort of preaching to the choir here, and I say this all the time, but I'll keep saying it to keep you around for the fast jam. Okay. 30 Years of Farming in G. It goes 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 2 dominant to the 5. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 5 and 1. And I kind of do more of like the Fred Eaglesmith version, to be honest, than the James King version, although that was like the bluegrass version that most people know. But I learned this actually from Fred Eaglesmith. And so the way I sing the chorus goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign, an auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartbreak, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. 30 years of heartache, heartbreak. Heartache or heartbreak, I don't remember. When we get to that chorus, I'll sing one or the other. Farming 30 years. 30 years of heartache, heartbreak. 30 years of heartbreak, 30 years of day to day. Okay, so. And I might kick it off this way. 1, 2, 3. It's a long form, right, with a sort of a simple melody, so feel free to jam on this as much as you like. Here we go, 30 Years of Farming in G. Kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a little white note on the gate by the road that a man put up yesterday. And when we saw it, we all ran out just to see what it had to say. And when we read it, our eyes filled with tears and they fell to the cold hard clay. Something about a mortgage, something about foreclosure, something about walked amongst the flowers in the yard. And every number the auctioneer called was like a blow to her precious heart. And every number the auctioneer called meant another thing was sold that day. Till everything was auctioned, and we all stood there watching as they loaded it and drove it away. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign. An auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. Play. Early next morning, with the daylight dawning, there was nothing for us to do. Nothing in the granary, no hay in the meadow, no cattle, no tractor, no tools. So we loaded up the car, took the clothes that we wore, and a few things we managed to save. Mama read from the book, we took one last look, and then we drove away. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign. An auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. Yeah, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. Okay, thanks everybody. We'll be back in about 17, 18 minutes here for the Fast Jam. Okay, come on back and we'll see you at 1/4 past.